house, so she sent out some cookbooks. So she's sitting there, and she's got the cookbook over on the table. My dad's like, yeah, she's a great cook. Her mom's a great cook. She's going to get good stuff. So, he goes, honey, you eat out? She goes, yeah, what's a tipple and a tis? My dad just goes, oh, yeah. And then, so she's trying to make these cinnamon rolls, right? And he comes out like half an hour later. She's like, Mike, can you help, Mike? So he comes out. She's got dough from her fingertip all the way down to her elbow. There's nothing left in the bowl. Dough. Fingertip to elbow. And he goes, well, how far did you get? I mean, she goes, I got right here. She pointed. It says mixing by hand. How do you not know that? You mixed it by hand. You just mixed it. So that was, I felt bad for her. She's got so many stories. God, she, I don't know, I inherited some of her genes in that, I don't think it quickly, but, because this one time, we were outside.
Gentlemen and youth from around the world, thank you and welcome to Be Heard TV Live, here at the Youth Entity and Partnering for Success Center in Carbondale, Colorado. With no further ado, I'd like to introduce your two hosts for tonight, Taylor Goodstein. And Chuck Pradier.
Well, hello and welcome.
I must say, that was impressive.
I know, it's been about 2 months since our last production, so we're glad to be back.
Definitely.
We have a new component to our show, which is a live audience, so we'd love to see all your beautiful faces here. So, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, we need to start out with a couple thank yous. Chuck,
Yes.
take it away.
Our first thank you is to the Youth Entity Building. Thank you so much for providing your space and letting us go crazy.
Yes, for sure. And our second thank you is to True Media Foundation, who, without this, Be Heard would not exist. It is True Media's goal to give youth a way to create media that has social value. And that's exactly what we're doing here tonight. So thank you to True Media Foundation. Big round of applause.
For those who actually haven't watched our show before, it's Be Heard, and that's the reason it's Be Heard is because me and Taylor and everyone here already have a venue. But we're here to get the American perspective. Well, I shouldn't say American perspective, but people in America and their perspective and their views on how, they take things. So we can talk for hours on our opinions, but we don't really care about them. We care about you guys. So thank you so much for joining, and we hope you have a great show.
If you're watching via webcam or on the internet, be sure to log in if you have anything to say about tonight's program. So any question you have, we'll try to answer before the end of the show. All right, let's get on to the main event.
So, Taylor Goodstein, what did you do this weekend?
Why did you even ask that question? Of course, it was my favorite day of the year on this Sunday.
Your favorite? What was this Sunday?
It was Super Bowl Sunday, Chuck.
Oh.
Are you serious right now? I mean, the teams, it was just so intense, and oh gosh, oh my god, I was like, the ponies, the horse, versus, they were playing, it's slipping my mind right now, but I'm sure I'll remember it at some time.
Do you remember possibly the score?
Yes.
And what was the score?
There were numbers.
Because
I knew that there were home runs being scored, so I was definitely paying attention to that. Yes, okay. Well, anyway, you guys have an awesome show in store for you guys tonight. We have a Operation Vacation video, so you guys can learn all about that. It's pretty sweet.
We also have the musical stylings of Jordan Triple, one of our
director.
Yeah, so he's going to be on the stage later.
Awesome. We also have a special guest, Hunter McCallum. You all heard him perform earlier out in the audience, but you guys on the internet did not hear him, but he is awesome, and he is really funny, so we're going to talk to him about what it takes to be a comedian.
That's correct. And then we're going to finish the show off with Fix It or Nix It from Calder, telling us all about how to fix computers. And finally, we have a musical guest. Their band is Peoria, and they're from California, so they'll be Skyping in with us later on the show.
Yeah, so we'll get to hear them on Skype, and that'll be really fun. But before we get into all that, we have...
What's up with that?
to really thank Youth Entity and letting us have our first show, live show here right in the PFS Center, which is pretty awesome. So we'll have a couple minutes and then we're going to go live, and just we're all hoping we great later. So thank you for coming.
The set of our green screen today is the Lift coffee shop right here in Carbondale, Colorado. So Hunter, I mean, all the people in the audience earlier, they heard you do your comedian accent. It can be said that you are a very funny man. Well, what can you tell us about what it takes to get up on stage and make people laugh?
Well, it takes a lot of guts to be able to just put your neck out on the line, you know, and just don't be afraid to get up in front of a bunch of people and, you know, make an idiot out of yourself. So.
That's awesome. When did you start with your comedian acts?
You know, that was actually my first comedian act. I started in high school. I was the host of these auditoriums that we had and stuff.
Awesome.
You know, so it was fun.
So you'd get up and you just keep the audience entertained?
Yep, exactly. Just keep them warmed up in between acts and, you know, stuff like that.
Is a comedian something that you want to do professionally?
No, not professionally. I mean, eventually it'd be nice to, you know, get up there in front of a big crowd and stuff, but it's just a lot of work trying to get to know the crowds and stuff, so.
Well, what are you looking for doing when you get older? Are you in college trying to study for that?
No, I took a semester at CA. I mean, it's really not as big a deal as other people think, and, you know, just don't be afraid of it.
You just gotta have options. Like, what's something that you've tried to do as an option?
Well, one of my options, I'll actually move out to Nashville eventually.
Oh.
And, yeah, it's going to be fun. I was going to try and sing and play guitar.
Sing and play guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can you play some guitar?
A little bit. Just a little
Oh,
bit.
it's a guitar. It's like he was preparing or anything. All right, let's hear it. Awesome! Wow, that's great. If I was someone in Nashville who was looking for a...
I mean, it's really not as big a deal as other people think, and, you know, just don't be afraid of it.
You just gotta have options. Like, what's something that you've tried to do as an option?
Well, one of my options, I'll actually move out to Nashville eventually.
Oh.
And, yeah, it's going to be fun. I was going to try and sing and play guitar.
Sing and play guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can you play some guitar?
A little bit. Just a little
Oh,
bit.
it's a guitar. It's like he was preparing or anything. All right, let's hear it. Awesome! Wow, that's great. If I was someone in Nashville who was looking for a...
Please stand by. Who wants video on the screen? Camera 3, stand by. Hey, Paul. Paul, screen's lost up there. Camera 3, stand by. Take 3. Camera 2, stand by. Take 2. Camera 2, you're live. Camera 1, raise your aperture, please. Good. That's good.
Are there any more questions from the audience?
Camera 1, you can go find that person.
No? Well, be sure to log in if you're on the interweb. If you have anything you want to say about any classes, we'll definitely be ready to hear from
Mic 4 down.
Now, tune in next week. We have another great...
Camera 2 is still live. Slate is up. Okay, tell him to slow down just a little bit. Okay, never mind. We're good. Slate is still up. Okay, back on 2. Very good, guys. Awesome.
It'd be great if we can get a close-up on the logo on Chuck or Taylor's shirt.